stick. I restart the game. It's like the child hour thing. Options. Who got? Apparently Boston Celtic got it. That's kind of a dick move, not gonna lie. He's upset. Beat you to it. This is a new crystal pinata. I'm gonna use the inner fire. What's the name of the crystal pin? Let me check. Clear-headed thought. That's the name of the new pin. Oh, that's unfortunate, the underline. Oh, he got beat to it, so there's nothing. I thought I had less of the fire gem, so might as well just go to normal grinding on the U9 sauce. Well then, let's get started. This is a new glitch that's been going on lately. Text has been going backwards for some odd reason. I don't know why. I wanted to upload the YouTube video, the Let's Play, PC Let's Play, and at the same time hello BBOX and girls. This is part of the Seller Club, by the way. So guess I'll be going. So I will be going to do some U9 grinding. Nice. Stellar. All that Geode stuff was just so good. I'm hoping later today to grind some materials so I can get some reliquaries. Try to get some meta matter so at least I would get that would be 30k PR. A couple of things that I always wanted. Oh, nice stellar. Oh yeah, I upgraded my magic fund by 200. My magic fund have been upgraded to 200 since I already have 2 of the 4 new dragons. So yeah, I now have over 5,000 magic fund, which is awesome. And thanks to that, all of that mastery bump that I've been getting lately, I'm currently dealing over 100 million damage, which is amazing. The keyboard is so slow. Like, seriously. Max damage visual cap. That's what I'm trying to say. I know I'm dealing over 100 million damage, but the visual cap is 99,999,999. 8 nines, boys. 8 nines. The big 8-9. What the hell? There's a couple of friends right around here. Like, there's a friend here from Puerto Rico, and well, the group that I talked about is currently from Puerto Rico. BBOX and Girls, which is a stellar club member. Versus the update, the frame rate has been garbage. I'm just gonna say that much. I'm gonna get the day drop thing. $25 day drop, that's nothing, but at least I got the legendary tome. I bought the pack for the 1500 credits. Got the credit pouches and got the pack. Since I had the flux, so I might as well just get it. I only did it for the mastery, I only did it. That's the only thing I did it. And also for those crystal piñatas and the caches. Those caches are really good for beginner to make portions of the Geode thing. And since it was technically free, because it was for credits, not for... It was for credit, not for real life money. So I bought it. And got it, and got this stuff. Crystal piñatas. I thought that crystal piñatas were gonna be useless, like pretty much every piñata out there. But no, crystal pins, you can actually grind for them. And they're really good. They're really, really good. They give out a lot of gleamstone and crystals, especially crystals. Since crystal is the most common resource and it's untradeable. Especially since you need tens of thousands for certain things, especially for costumes. The piñatas are actually really good. So if you're struggling for crystals, I would honestly recommend go for this dungeon has been completed. I feel dumb. I would honestly suggest you to go into a cave and forget about mining and focus on healing and doing everything to the little companion dudes, the little critters, the cave critters. Try to save them as much as you possibly can, because those give out lesser crystal caches and lesser crystal caches. Those caches do give us some crystal, but the most common rare, if that's even a word, there are 3 rare item drops from the crystal caches, which is the drill bit, obviously the crystals, and I don't remember the other thing. the crystal piñatas, and was that like a reliquary or something like that? Which is also very good. I don't know if it was a reliquary or it was an item, which I don't remember. And I actually forgot what was it. I'm thinking what item was, but I don't remember. I really don't. And the reason you know what? Let me close the door so I can speak a little bit louder. So, I forgot what item was it, but you get one of those three items. The most common drop out of those three items is the crystal piñata. Well, at least for me, that I've opened already hundreds of those things. And I've got more crystal pin and one of the other two. I've gotten plenty of crystal pin and those crystal pins. That's why I have pretty much every single item when it comes to the crystal pin. The only two things that I'm missing is the aura and the melee weapon style. I have been grinding a lot in terms of the Geo stuff. It's actually more fun than you think. In my opinion, it's actually one of the most fun I had in quite a while. I've never grinded. I haven't grinded like 13 hours straight on an update in like forever. Even Heroes Update, I only grinded that thing for like 7 hours and that was it. I got like even less. I think I got like 6.5 hours. Just because I only wanted to get the Vanguard into level 30, wanted to be first, ended up third. And I grinded like a lot in that day, but nothing like the Geo stuff. And I stopped doing the Geo grinding because it was pretty late already, as I might as well just go to sleep. Like, I'll do this tomorrow. I can grind a little bit more tomorrow, so it's okay. Oh, yeah, that's why I stopped. I didn't even stop just because I got bored or anything. No, I wanted to grind even more because there's so much potential inside that. There's a lot of flux involved. Speaking of flux, I am curious to see how low the materials are currently at. So a lot of people, the prices should be like a lot lower than they used to. So let me check. Especially something like this one. Still 1,000 flux each. That's a lot. Seeing that you get those like literally from tier 2. That's a lot. Excuse me. And so yeah, I've been grinding way too much in that Geo things. Like I said, there's a lot of flux potential. You get a lot of mastery That's one of the reasons I'm like literally 2 power rank up in 26k. Because I level up my mastery like crazy. Like, look at that. I am currently mastery 513 normal, 26 on Geode, that's total 539. So I'm total mastery 539, so I'm 11 masteries in total to having the platinum wings. That's exciting. I want those things. I want to feel cool. Luckily the Geode things, leveling up modules grant you both normal mastery and Geode mastery. So having the 550 wings is... I like the 500 more than 550, but... I wanna be the very best. Like no one... That was so easy, sorry. But no, I really want 550. I wanna feel more powerful. I don't want to be like, oh, that guy is a 500 mastery. Cool. He's strong, but he's not ridiculous powerful like I say some people that are over 550. And I've seen some people at the 600. Yes. There aren't very many, but there are some out there. But let's talk about the Geo stuff. The Geo stuff is actually legit fun. It's more fun than you think. It's boring to watch, but it's fun to do. Especially when you're in the mid-tiers when it comes to mining. Like I am currently. It's fun. It's actually fun because you're going so fast. And literally everything, and you are working towards something. I don't know, like, I haven't felt this since I started augmenting the gens for my knight. I haven't felt like this, like progressing, because the Vanguardian, yes, I felt like I was progressing, and some when I was buying a lot of stuff for the mastery, yes, I was progressing, but I didn't feel like, oh, new stuff I should grind for. I was like, no, I'm grinding for the same stuff that is currently in the game, and that's it. And it didn't feel rewarding because I was grinding, let's say, for 2 or 3 hours. I only got, in terms of flux and stuff like that, for mastery, I only got like half a mastery or something ridiculous like that for 2 hours. But right there, it's the same deal, but I'm not spending any flux. I'm grinding for it. I'm actually working towards those items, which most of the time I cannot do that. And for when it comes to normal mastery, if I would do that, I would spend like 7 to 8 hours for 50 mastery points, which is no fun. There's literally no fun. I know I could grind for flux and buy the material so I can upgrade, but dude, the caving is actually fun. You need to be good. You need to be really good with the movement inside Trove in order for you to do like well in the caving system. Because you need to know when to dodge so you won't take fall damage. Obviously it's gonna change once you have the rocket boots. That doesn't take any fall damage. What else? The grappling hook, using the grappling hook just to get into higher places, so you don't have like a million jumps like normally. Like right now, I can just run around. Oh, there's a place right there. I could just jump all the way across. Like nothing happened. But dude, and gathering those materials, like, oh, I need to go to this specific cave so I can gather some materials for later on. By the way, this legendary tome sucks. I will say that much. This legendary tome sucks. Like, complete a legendary tome for 35 of the Gleamstone? That's not worth it, dude. That's literally not worth it. I need to check my damage without the lunar lancer subclass. Let me check. Let me grab the pirate captain, dude. Am I dealing over 40 mil damage? That's the question. My damage is currently sitting at 267, 752. That's almost close to what it once was. It's 40 mil damage. So yeah, I'm dealing max damage regardless if I had this lunar lancer subclass or not. That's really nice. That's really, really nice. Yeah, max damage, boys. So I'm dealing maximum damage. Woo! That's actually really cool. I'm able to do something that I haven't seen a lot of people do, like get max damage with the knight in normal Uber portals. Well, how many high PR knights have you seen, honestly? I'm gonna say that much. I know in YouTube or Twitch or something, I haven't seen any knights. I know I've seen some knights in game that are 26k PR, but I haven't seen any knight in YouTube or anywhere. I am literally 2 PRs off. I'm still baffled in the fact that I need 2 power rank. And the thing is, the only 2 dragons that I'm missing is the Bomber Royale dragon, which I had to grind that eventually, because that is an ancestral dragon, and ancestral dragon cannot be gotten through effigies. So that's one thing. But the other thing is, dude, I know that. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I know that the dragon is tradable, but the price is going to be ridiculously overpriced, like 4 to 6 mil, I would assume. So 4 to 6 mil is just gonna be retarded. I think that for the most part, getting that amount of flux is like way too much. Grinding for the dragon is not that hard, honestly. Unless doing Bomber Royale for like, I would say like 30 to 40 minutes, and I got like 20 coins. And I didn't win a single game, and I only got like 1 first blood. So 17 coins in like 40 minutes, so you can get that in like a week easily. If I would grind like non-stop Bomber Royale for a week, I would get it, honestly. But in due time, I know that's mastery and there's critical damage involved in that dragon, but I'm not gonna overstress myself doing that. So I was gonna check something. There's ring crafting. Okay, where's the rune crafting? The rune crafting is right next to me. Also, yeah, there's actually like a new tome, dudes. Grab this tome. This is the Cinnabar tome. You get 40 Cinnabar. What's the prices of current Cinnabar? 40, 51. That's a lot. 40 Cinnabar for 40 of piece. That's a lot of flux, dude. That is the best tome in terms of flux, because 40 times 4 well, 40 times roughly 50 fluxes each. 2 of them is 100 flux. 20 of them is 1,000. 40 of them is 2,000. So that's 2,000 flux each and every single increase. So that's a lot of extra flux. That's a lot. I mean, let me grab it. I don't care. I might buy some primordial flames. Can someone sell like nothing? Yeah, 250. There you go. God damn. So that's one thing done. Let me check mounts. Are there new mounts? I don't think there's new mounts. In the chaotic crafter, are there new costumes? There are no new costumes. Ooh, I can make this little thing. Yeah, we'll grab it. I haven't gotten that ally, so might as well just grab it. I can get another light chaos bolt, 10 light chaos bolt, because I still need to wait a lot. But the diamond dragonite, screw it. Because the diamond dragonite is for the augment, but might as well just. I got the chaos cores back, so that's good. I already have the pairs of wings, so 3 more fragments, boy. What am I missing for another one? Well, that's what the thing. There's 39 times 4 weeks is 12, so I need one more, so I need 4 stellar souls. Stellar souls. They should be pretty cheap since you can practically. Screw that. For those who are missing some stellar soul and you have a lot of radiant souls, you can go into the shadow tower and actually craft some stellar souls. I'm going to craft 4 of them in the shadow tower. It's like, no thank you, I'm not even gonna do that. I want to get to 26 KPR today in this live stream. And I'm also going to use the Titan Soul because I haven't used them. I still have one like 170 something retarded like that. So 170 Titan Soul is gonna be like lit. So I can make 4 of them. 4 stellar souls. I can make 135 stellar souls, by the way. So I'm going to make 35 of these boxes like I always do. I say Titan Souls just because something could happen. That's a lot of flux, like, for me. And so yeah, you can go right down there and grab as many stellar souls as you want, as long as you have Force Radiant Soul. I can make 2,000 tries, I can make 900 quads, I can make 5,000, almost 500 pentas, 250 radiant, and 130 stellar souls. So I'll go back to my club. And craft 10 more like his volts. The polar dragon tiger and the regular dragon tiger. Wish I had them both. That's unfortunate. Rip. Crusty pepperonis! Now I have 42 fragments, I'm missing 58. It would have been nice if they were like 50 fragments, but it's 100, which is retarded in my opinion. That's a lot, that's way too much. Only the enchanted wood. The bitty dream bro. It's the same as the prowling shadow, so. And you guys laser mancy. That's nice. So if you don't have prowling shadow and you get this ally, you pretty much have the same ally. That's not bad. I'm going to get it for mastery. So enchanted wood. So enchanted wood, I only need like. I'll buy you. Collectibles, since I'm not gonna get it, if I get it then rip. That's 10 mastery points! That's a lot of waste of money! For 10 mastery points. God damn it. Oh well, that's unfortunate. How close am I? I hate this game that doesn't tell me. I need like 100 more mastery points. And I need 1 geomastery. Bruh. So I can level up like mastery once. I need like 100 points worth in mastery, so not in my collection. This is expensive as all hell. Not gonna do it. No. Well, I can grab like this one. That's not my collection. I could grab this one and this one. That requires a lot of glacier shards, dude. Is there any other thing that doesn't require like goddamn glacier shards? Yep. Glacier shards. Oh boy. Rip my flood. Why does everyone keep sending me message when I'm doing the last stream? Last stream, dude. Oh yeah. Let me put the phone right there. Rip my flux. What shall I make? This one or this one? Ah, screw it, I'll make this one. Rip my golden souls, boy. I only need 1.2k worth in glacier shards and that's it. 1.2k glacier shards. This is how you can get broke in like 2 seconds. Yay! 26,000 power rank. Boy, I tell you. Can I? Gotta screenshot it because I cannot save the clip. Finally, got to 26k. Dude. 26 KPR night. Let's get it. Third highest PR night on Xbox. Not to mention, the third night to get to 26 KPR. Killing skull. Thank you, dude. That's 26,000 power rank knight. Dude, it... I got my first. Got my first Lustrious gem box in 47 minutes. I've been bouncing around like up and down like crazy. That's 26,000 power rank. I am so happy that I got that. And got 5149 magic, fine. Now I have a 26,000 power rank 9 and a 25.5 gunslinger. I need a life. God damn it. But dude, it's actually, I'm actually very happy. And this win has been like incredible for me, Jesus. Not only I got the best time possible this week, I actually used the FAU randomly and got the dragon that I needed out of the two that I could have gotten. The Geode stuff pretty much bumped my mastery up like crazy. I went from 502 to I'm currently at 514. I'm already 26,000 power rank. And yeah, I found a lot of method of getting so much flux. It's been a ridiculous week this week. The only thing that I'm missing is getting a Gonda. If I get a Gonda, oh boy, I'm gonna cry. But that's never gonna happen. Let's be honest. I don't open Troves of Wonder, I only get 3 of them a week. So that's, if that happens, that's gonna happen like one, like never. It's gonna happen in like several years. Unless I start like buying Troves of Wonder. which I won't. I much rather buy Gonda than Trove of Wonder, because most of the stuff that out in the Trove, I have pretty much everything in the Trove of Wonder except Gonda. That's the only thing that I'm missing. So Gleamstone Guidebook. You get 35 Gleamstone a week. It's not like you can get that in like 2 seconds while opening some piñatas. No, no, no. What the hell, dude? So I have a chance of getting one more right here. Yeah, I know, right? So much for Princess Prancy Brand being rare. Now Princess Prancy is not even that rare, because you can craft like Chaos Bolt. It's still pretty rare because it's still a rare drop from the Light Chaos Bolt, and crafting Light Chaos Bolts is really easy. I cannot one-shot, I can still not one-shot a 3-star boss with more health. I leave them so weak. Very interesting, very, very interesting. But dude, this knight's currently so powerful right now. I haven't checked any of my other characters. My other characters should have gotten at least quite a bit of power, because some mastery ranks, over 10 mastery ranks. Not to mention a dragon, at least 2 dragons, but one of them pretty much doesn't give any stats. Only Magifying and maximum energy, which is the adventuring dragon. But the other one gives out like critical damage, and critical damage is a lot. It's like 8%, and 8% is a lot of critical damage from a dragon. I know there's some dragons that give out like normally 10%, but 8% is still pretty good. It's pretty high up there. Now I no longer need stellar souls. I can actually craft over 100 of them if I wanted to, and sell those things to everyone. I'm gonna grind for 3 of them like usual, then cutting off the stream. Like, holy macaroni, dude. I had some flux. I had like 300k flux. No, like 400k flux. Now I have 260. It's not bad, but it's like, I can get some flux. Agree. So I can sell this. They're 400 apiece. I could sell, let me check, this stuff, which they're still 1.1k each, which I'll put them sale, so I'm gonna be that guy. Who cares? I can grind those things whenever I want. So I still can't believe I managed to get to 26. I'm happy. I'm really happy. No stellar item? Jesus. I forgot that today is Wednesday. I get luckier on Wednesday than I get on goddamn Sunday that I get more magic find. Like game? Less work half the time. You know, that's the thing. I'm pretty scared. Since if I've heard correctly. And I'm talking about the purple name thing. Last week, the time cut off in 23.202 seconds. And that was last week. This week, I saw that monster fell out the map. What? Okay. Fell down like an idiot. Like, this week, people will be stronger. Because mastery. A lot of people will gain a lot of mastery points. And there are some dragons, especially the critical damage dragons. I'm scared to get kicked out of the top 100. Okay, sorry about that. I paused the stream. I pressed achievement instead of the leaderboard thing. So leaderboards. If I go down to the shout tower, I'm still in the 40 something rank. So I'm like the 40 and the 44 standing on a 22.7 seconds. Which is not bad. It's actually legit really good time. And in any other week it would have been like top. See? I'm never gonna get gone. No fortress or any of those dragons. So yeah, so I'm scared. I might there's a possibility of me getting kicked out of the top 100. But I'm still really pumped. If I manage to get purple name, even though the purple right now is pretty ugly, it's still purple. Maybe I can maintain like top 100 every week. I'd be like, oh dudes, hey dude, let's do a little bit of an SR, dude. They see me at a purple name, it's like, oh, this guy already has purple name, so let's go, let's do this. I need to do like one little augment for my gunslinger. So I don't know how to explain how excited I am to get purple name. I've said that like 100 million times already. But I've always, and let me go way back. I've always wanted to be purple. That is the sole purpose I leveled up my gunslinger. Because I want a purple name. That's the only thing that I leveled up my gunslinger. My gunslinger, I got it to that power rank, that stats, just because I wanted to get purple name. So that goes like way back. A friend of mine that doesn't play this game anymore, he used to get purple name as well. He knew some people amongst the highest, like John Scamba, Vito, B-dubs, and those type of people. Like, he knew those type of people and they do SR together. He had a gunslinger. So he had a gunslinger and I was like, I want to get SR. I want to get purple, but I'm a knight. That's unfortunate. He was like, well, level up a gunslinger, dude. Get some gems and level up a gunslinger. I was like, alright, I'll do it, but I won't get as strong as anyone because I don't have any other primordial dragons, because back then I didn't have any other primordial dragons. I never got lucky. I got my first diamond dragon egg after I used the dragonite to create my third primordial dragon. So I got my first diamond dragon after a month after I got the third primordial dragon. So, well, my first and only diamond dragon, mind you. And the thing is, I still level up my gunslinger like hell of a lot, like really high power. And back then, remember, this is I think this is pre-megalithic update. Or is it pre or this is post-megalithic? Anyways, pre and post, it doesn't even matter because his mastery was max at 300 and there was no gem force, so I think it was post-megalithic. That's when I started leveling up my gunslinger. I already had a level 30. The only thing that I needed was some better gems and go to town. And I have some really high power rank gems there that were perfect for the gunslinger. So that's what I did. I leveled up my gunslinger gems like crazy. I leveled them up like a lot. Like we're talking like I pretty much wasted almost all my boosters into the gunslinger. Got him to like 19 kpr because, mind you, again, pre-megalithic, the highest PR was like 21k and it was almost impossible to get. And the highest you could get is like 20 kpr without any primordial dragons. So it was like 19.6 kpr. And my stats were higher than the friend of mine. The friend of mine was higher in power because he had, I believe he had one primordial dragon. Or I don't think he had one primordial dragon. He just had higher PR gems. So it was like 20k PR and it was like 19. But still, his stats were like, again, pre-megalithic, pre-eclipse update. It's all pre-eclipse update. There were no fixtures. Mastery was only until 300. And no primordial dragons. And no stellar rings, so mind you. Oh, I got my second Lustrious gem box. English. And pre-megalithic. I keep saying pre-megalithic. It's pre-eclipse. Good stats were at least 160k physical or magic damage in this location. So it's a gunslinger, it's magic damage. So the required for SR were 155 magic, 100% critical hit, and at least 1200 crit damage. Those were the stats, like pre-eclipse stats for speedruns. Me having some incredibly high luck. I have to tell you, I really had some ridiculous luck when it comes to magic damage gems. When it came to magic damage gem, I had the most ridiculous luck that you can ever imagine. So in like a week or something like that of grinding some gems, I actually got my gunslinger at 19,000 power rank and already over 160 magic damage and over 1200 critical damage and 100% critical hit. I didn't even realize that most of my gems that I had on my gunslinger were stupidly high power rank and the low power rank were perfect roll. I didn't realize, but I only was looking for like perfect high power rank gem like pretty much everyone did before the gem force came out. And I actually did knew about the 2-1 back then, but grinding for those kinds of stuff were ridiculous. And even then I still managed to get high stats. Mind you, those are among the highest stats in the entire game. Let me open some of those boxes real quick so I can get more space. Mind you, those are among the highest stats in the game. And since I was not 20k PR, I didn't have the 20k PR sigil, no one actually wanted me. Even though I told them my stats, they still didn't want me because for some reason they didn't believe me. And I knew, and I back then still knew how to drop pots and stuff like that. That's the thing. That's the other thing. No one actually wanted me in any of the teams, even though I told a friend of mine, and dude, I have the stats, I am ready for some SR. It's like, oh cool, let's do it. And by the time, most of the time I actually asked him, he already did it. So I was like, oh dude, did you cuck me? You cuck me like this, boy. I was like, oh whatever. So hold on. So what else? Oh yeah. There's supposed to be new dungeons like this. By the way, another rampage, really? That's 2 rampages, like, today. All back to back. Rampage. Anyway. So I was like, oh, okay. Since no one actually wanted me to be in any of the SR, So I gave up on the gunslinger. I was like, oh well, screw it. Let me level up all the other characters all the way to level 30. Then Eclipse update came out, and I knew about the Jam Forge, and I was like, well, since no one actually wanted me, like literally no one wanted me to be in the speedruns and anything, I'll focus myself on the night. And that's why when I focus a lot on the night like crazy, mind you, the gunslinger was still among the strongest in the game. It still dealt like SR level damage even without any primordial dragons. Well, when Eclipse update came out, I only had one primordial dragon. So I had one primordial dragon, so I was like 20.4 KPR. And still with like 168,000 magic and like 1250, 1260 crit damage or something like that. And obviously the 100% critical hit. So I was still like SR ready when Eclipse update came out. So no one wanted me. I was like, okay. And I was still hunting for purple still back then. And so yeah, I apologize. I'm yawning way too much. What the hell? When it's so peaceful and quiet, I get very sleepy. Sorry. I'm just like that. I'm that type of person. Because it's so peaceful. Right now, if I stay quiet, you can not hear anything. So there's not even any background noise. The only thing I can hear is like the air conditioner at low. It's a really nice temperature, and so yeah. Can you blame me for being very sleepy? So that's when I stopped, like going for SR. Back then I stopped for going for SR. I was like, screw it. Oh yeah, and I had every single dragon, by the way. That's one thing I forgot to mention. Before Eclipse update, I had every single dragon. That's also another thing. I was Mastery 300, every single dragon. I was over 20,000 power rank. Because I was like 19.9 KPR, and then got it like a higher PR gen that was literally a little bit stronger than the one that I had. And I got to 20k PR. I was like, 20k PR, SR worthy, where's my purple? And literally, no one wanted to do any SR. Unfortunately. So, let's go back to Eclipse update. Eclipse update started, I was like, you know what? Since I was getting ignored with the gunslinger, I might just have it just to do child towers and screw purple. I gave out them purple name. I was like, well, screw it. What's the point of leveling up a character if getting to that amount of power rank if I'm gonna get ignored by in the long run? So I decided to level up my knight again. So I had decided to focus 100% of my attention to the knight. So I wanted to be number one, like for knight in terms of highest power rank in the game. When I was like 2 weeks, not 2 weeks, like 2 or 3 days Hello, Shred Void. How's it going, dude? The reason I'm doing like a kind of a commentary, this is going to be posted on YouTube later this week. So that's why I'm doing like a little bit of a story. I'm doing like a little bit of a story of my hunt for purple name in here in Trove, since I've never gotten purple name before. Noise! Congrats on getting 10,000 power rank, dude. I actually got 26,000 power rank today. So that's awesome. I got 26k in this stream. Oh, that's nice. You got a... Welcome to U9, I guess. How to get dust fast? Just do U9, dude. Just grind U9. You will get a lot of dust, trust me. Especially today since Gem Day. You will get a lot of dust. Like crazy. U9 compared to U8, the dust is just... Find someone, just find a group and find someone. If you want to join on me, you can join on me. I'm doing dungeons right here in U9. I don't mind. You can even stand on top of the dungeon and grab some chest boxes. I really don't mind. Just always look at me at the map and that's it. You don't even need to enter the dungeon unless you want to get the rewards, like the loot drop and stuff like that. And thank you for the follow, by the way. It's greatly appreciated, my friend. So anyways, let's continue with the little story. So after the Eclipse update, I actually wanted, like, I wanted purple name, but I was like, screw it, I might as well just focus on the night. And I was like literally 2 or 3 days away of being the #1 knight, highest power rank knight that time. And the thing is, that's when the 2 hurricanes strikes. Because if you didn't know, I live in Puerto Rico. If you didn't know about the Hurricane Irma and Hurricane Maria, or Maria, both of those hurricanes pretty much decimated everything here. And that took a big toll, like, in my progress. I was among the highest when it came to dungeon farming. I was like in the top 10 dungeon farming and then enemies defeated. I was also amongst the pretty much dungeons completed, literally everything. I was like, I'm on the highest, and I was like 300 power rank off being the #1. And by the 2 days after that, and I could have gotten a primordial dragon, my second primordial dragon, and I would have gotten to at least 500 power, and then I would have been #1. That's the thing. That's when Hurricane Irma strikes. It's okay, that was 2 days without any power. 2 days, not a big deal. I was like, okay, then let's keep moving on. I lost 2 days, so I have to wait a couple more days so I can get the Diamond Dragonite. needed still, because even if you don't log in this game, you still get the Diamond Dragonite from like a week old. They just stockpile. The only thing that you don't get is like the Chaos Chest and the stuff like that. The Diamond Dragonite will stay there in your claims menu for a week. So even if you don't log in for 5 days, you will still get the all of those days, like 5 day worth in Diamond Dragonite. That's a little fun fact right there. So I was like, oh yeah, so I'm missing like, how much was it, like 20? 10 to 20 Diamond Dragonite. I was like, okay, 10 to 20, I'll be number 1, and I'll be happy for once in my life. I know someone's gonna destroy me in powering after that, but at least I would say I got to number 1 night once on this game. I was like, okay, sure. And then news were like, oh, emergency, Hurricane Maria is gonna strike us directly. It's category 5 hurricane. It's gonna strike us directly. I was like, God damn it. It's gonna be the worst. This is gonna be the worst things ever. We're gonna stay without any power for, like, say, I thought we were gonna stay without power for like 2 or 3 weeks. Oh boy, how sadly mistaken I was. 2 or 3 weeks, my anus. I would have hoped it was like 2 or 3 weeks. Nope. Stood there without any power for 70 days. At least 70 days, so that's almost 2.5 months without any power. And by that time, I didn't have any power. By the time I said 70 days, no, that's when we got a power generator, and I used it to turn on my Xbox. Since I have mobile data, mobile data from my phone, I used it so I could at least enter in Trove and at least do my dailies and do stuff like that. Got a Radiant and a Stellar combo. Not bad, not bad. Oh yeah, Rampage is still up. One boss spawned on me. God damn it, that was scary. I'm not even gonna bother inviting people to do the Rampage. I don't even care. So so 2.5 months after Hurricane Maria strike, that's when I turned on my Xbox and I managed to get some dailies done. I couldn't do like proper anything at all for almost 1.5 months. 1 month and a half, so I would say, so that's a better term. 1 month and a half after we got the power generator. So 1 month and a half, that's when when we at this house managed to get any power. So yeah, I didn't have any power at this house after Hurricane Maria for 4 months. So that was a big of a bitch. Not to mention I had to wait like 2 more weeks in order for me to get what was it? The internet back. Yeah, that's the thing I actually forgot. So from September the 20th all the way to January 12th, that's when we managed to get the electricity back, January the 12th. Not to mention we had to wait 2 more weeks. I don't remember the day exactly. I believe it's that it was almost February. I believe it's like the 26th or the 27th of January. Then we managed to get our power back. This is a new dungeon. This one's a new dungeon. Got it added in the Geode update. First time actually ever going for it. So there's the portal. This is a pretty easy dungeon. You got 11,000 power rank. Nice. Why am I appearing offline? Let me check. Am I really offline? Oh yeah, I am offline. No wonder no one was inviting me to anything and no one was getting notified for the stream. Oh my god, I feel so dumb. Thank you for letting me know, dude. Now I'm finally online, dude. The thing is, I actually put myself online, but I forgot I put myself offline because I was getting spam invited like crazy. I forgot. That was very weird. I was like, it's really odd not to see any of my friends that I've seen them log in and not inviting me. It's like, what the hell? It's very weird. I'm sure I didn't do anything to them. And oh, that makes it. That makes a lot more sense now. Wow, I feel really dumb. So let's continue with a little bit of story. I'm almost done anyways. It might be Xbox, don't worry. I will appear online shortly, probably, hopefully. This rampage boss literally inside this dungeon. What? Okay. I'm full again. God damn it! Why am I always full? But anyways, that's my little story. I've actually haven't had any electricity for 4 months, and my internet so technically 4.5 months. It's also a new dungeon, by the way. First time ever seen it. That's a portal. Actually, really easy. So that's that. That's actually got a big toll in my progress once I managed to get my internet back. I was from top 50 to top 60 in mastery all the way down to like top 3 or 400. That's like top 400 or 500. That's like really low. And from top 10 in both dungeons and enemies defeated, I was like top 50. Night I went from being like 5th, almost being 1st place, all the way to like the 20th, 26 or something ridiculous. So you could tell I got a big toll in my progress. That's why until this day I still don't have the Divinity Dragon. Because those 4 months, well technically 2 months at least, I didn't do any Shadow Towers for 2 months, over 2 months and the first 70 days. So I didn't get all the Despoiled Divinity. Despoiled Divinity for 2 months worth is like 20 something. 21, 24th I believe. I believe it's like 24 of them, which is a lot of Despoiled Divinity, especially right now that I'm only missing 12. to get this full divinated dragon. So, well, it's life. Stuff like this happen, like always. It's something I couldn't control. So there you go. After all of that, I grinded a lot, like a hell of a lot. Why did I go down? I look collected up and I went down to look collect again. What? This is... So, ever since that day I've been grinding like crazy, like a lot. And I'm back on third highest power rank knight. And one of the only 3 knights that managed to get to 26,000 power rank. I'm still in the top 300 in terms of mastery. Getting mastery is just ridiculous. Especially since there were a lot of packs that got removed from the game. Even though I don't buy any of the in-game, like, real money packs, I only buy the credit packs. Still, that's a lot I missed. In dungeons, I went from like it was like top 60. I'm already at the top 30. Same with enemies defeated, I'm back in top 30. So I've been grinding way too much lately. Ever since that day. So yeah, that's my little story. That went from like maybe looking for purples to like that to something like that. But everything after I got the internet back, I was like, oh, let's focus on the night. Focus on the night. I really did focus everything on the night. Got the night as high as they can, then I focus on the gunslinger. That was it. I was like, oh, well, since I already have maxed out night, I might as well just go with the gunslinger and try to look for purple again. And that's pretty much the gist of it. And right now, today is like, well, today, no, this week, I might get to the, no, stellar, Jesus Christ, I'm getting a lot of stellar lately. Today I might, well, not today, why do I keep saying today? Like, this week I might get purple name. That's why I'm so excited. I've been waiting, like, to get purple name ever since before Megalithic update. Before the gem forge was a thing, gem augmentations, before like having like all primordial dragons were a thing. Like, because there were no diamond dragonites back then, by the way. Fastest way to get to level 30. What's the fastest way? I would assume, well, now, there are 2 ways, 3 ways, that you can get to level 30 incredibly fast. Number 1, Neon City scrap cases. That's the, if you have a lot of flux, that's if you're rich, and you have a lot of flux, you can go into a Plasmian outpost, buy a lot of Neon City scrap cases, and you can get a lot of experience. That's the fastest way you can get to level 30. That's, like, no doubt in my mind the fastest, but it is really expensive. Because every single Neon City scrap case you get, they cost like 2,000 flux. The two free to way to get to level 30 is do shadow towers over and over again. Especially this, I believe it's this week. The Spike Walker is 3 shadow arenas, so that's like doing 3-star dungeons on Uber 7, which brings to my next point. Uber 7 is the best, I would say it's the best one. Best Uber to get levels. It's better than Uber 8 and it's better than Uber 9. Reason being is because Uber 7 is way easier than U8 and U9. That's just fact. And the experience difference between U7, U8 and U9, well, U7 and U9 is like 2000 experience per dungeon if you have Patron. Which is, considering the difficulty difference, U7 is a lot better. I honestly would recommend just doing Uber 7 all the way to level 30. That's what I did when I leveled up my Vanguardian all the way to level 30. And that's the method I did also to race for number 1, the first Vanguardian to level 30 when the Heroes update came out, and I got 3rd place doing Uber 7. So I would say that's the best and easiest one, because you don't get risk of getting kicked from load time, especially right now, since loading you will get kicked like crazy. That's why I don't recommend doing shadow towers a lot. And the other one is only if you have a lot of flux. But I would recommend just getting to level 30 on Uber 7 on a Saturday, on experience day. So I would say grind at level Uber 7. That's the best method in my opinion. But if you don't mind like spending hundreds of thousands of flux just to get to level 30, then go for it. Go for a Neon City scrap case. I believe if you can enter an Uber 9, I believe you get on a Saturday, and using a double experience potion, each and every single adventure get like 200 to 300,000 experience. It's retarded. But there's a limit of how much you can do a day, but that's retarded, the amount of experience you will get. Especially if you have a double experience potion lying around and it's on a Saturday. Yeah. Those are my methods. I'm sure there are plenty of different methods, but those I believe are the fastest. I always do the Uber 7 route. That's how I got pretty much every character at level 30. It's just fun. You will grind for keys like crazy. For hard shadow tower keys. That's also one of the reasons I like grinding the Uber 7, the Uber 7 thing. Because of the keys. Because I remember I used to grind Uber 7 a lot, because since I grinded back then before the new daily came in, Shadow Towers were like Friday grind, and pretty much always grab golden souls, by the way. Since I pretty much grinded every Friday Shadow Tower so I could get a lot of flux. I would grind Uber 7 like crazy. And then at Friday I would just go and do Shadow Towers. But that's like back then Friday. Right now it's on Mondays, so. And Shadow Towers is a great way to get Fluxy if you didn't know. If you can complete hard Shadow Towers in pretty quickly, you can get hundreds of thousands of flux in hours. Like over 100,000 flux an hour. Another stellar. Jesus, today I've been getting like a lot of stellars. What the hell? I know I got 2 new dragons, but Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Remember on Sunday, last Sunday, I got 10 stellars in 2 hours. And that was with 400 plus magic find extra. That is a new dungeon, by the way. This is also one of the new dungeons game with the Geode update, so let me study it a little quick. One of those dungeons down below, okay. Gotcha. It's literally like the boss, I would say, is literally down there. Let me check. Yeah, it's down there. Like, also one more thing I forgot to mention about the Uber 7 thing. Knowing dungeons, like knowing how to enter dungeons, now knowing how fast you are inside dungeons is also determines how fast you can grind. How fast you will level. So learning dungeons like that, like I just did right there, it's like, oh, dungeon, oh, the boss is up or down, it's down, let me bomb my way straight down, okay, the boss right there. So knowing those little tips and knowing where the boss is at every single dungeon is a really great way, not only to get, to pretty much grind for everything in terms of adventuring, like getting, if you that's the best way. Experience, if you're looking to level up, that's a really great way. And what else? Like grinding dust, also a really great way. That was an inverted burp. What the hell was that? That's so weird. That kind of hurt. So I keep forgetting to change up my tones. That's a common thing that happens to me quite often. I need to change up my tones like crazy. Like, let's take this dungeon for example. Okay, let's go to this little dungeon. It's the stairway dungeon from the Fey biomes. What I like to do in this dungeon is I go straight to the portal, go inside. You can pretty much go and do all the route if you want. You can also bump your way straight down. If you have enough bumps, you can actually bump your way straight down. There's the boss. What I like to do is throw 2 bombs at the first. Once you turn the first corner, you throw 2 bombs, and you will be literally next to the boss. Like getting yourself some bombs is so great when it comes to speed farming here on dungeons. Especially if you're a fast character. Like, if you're a really high movement speed character like a Shadow Hunter, a Neon Ninja, or any character that uses a lot of movement speed, Guardian, that's another class, then I would say like go for it. Okay. You Irish butt liquor. Really? God damn it. I love these people. I didn't feel good there, right? So F off, I need a dick. I love it. I love this club so much. Usually Vito comes up with the weirdest things ever in terms of insults. He has like probably one of the best insults ever. It's legit hilarious. I remember one time it's like, dude, for the love of penis and pizza, calm down. I was like, what? Why? Why did you add the penis and pizza? It's so funny. I laughed my ass off like an idiot. I didn't mean to pop out on Marshall. Oops. So yeah, dude. Shred, if you're still here, tell me what class you are using right now. Which is your highest PR class? I hate range enemies so much. God damn it. Those range enemies keep walking like backwards like, you're never gonna get me. After I'm done with this stream, I guess I'll grind some more Geode. Some more of the Geode things. I can show everyone my progress thus far, but I'm not gonna show like me doing the mining stuff and everything. Because I know it's boring to watch. This at least is a little bit more entertaining because you see like bomb placements and how fast I can go from dungeon to dungeon from point A to point B. See how many stellars I can get and stuff like that. There's a lot more fun factors inside those. Unlike the other one, literally just doing this. Oh, I didn't mean to press this. I'm literally doing this. For the most part. Go into build mode and literally just pressing one button. Oh, hello. It's boring to watch. It's not as boring as you think when it comes to doing it. But I know it's kind of boring to watch. Dude, I'm actually really enjoying the Geo things. It's a lot of mastery. You get a lot of mastery from it, like a lot of mastery points, and they're free mastery points. So if you grind a lot of the Geo things, you will get a lot of mastery just from doing those things. Especially if you do the mission thingy. The story mission, which I already completed it. And it's really great. I really am enjoying it. I really am enjoying the Geo thing. Because ever since this update came out, I already went from 502 mastery on the regular mastery, all the way to right now I'm currently sitting at 514 mastery. Which at my level, first of all, that it requires over 250 mastery points each level. And secondly, it costs a lot. Like getting 10 mastery levels before the patch was... I had to spend like over 4 million flux. And I'm full again, and then there's a stellar god penis! Give me a stellar. Can I get up? Oh, dude. It's been almost 2 hours. That's my normal length time. I already have the 3 Neon City scrap cases. Neon City scrap cases, what? The Lustrious gem box. Since I already have them. That's a new dungeon, by the way. That dungeon right there. Never seen that dungeon before. Haven't seen any of the new dungeons this update. This is the first time actually doing some dungeons ever since the thing came out. I'm giving us some of those big bombs, boy. Those big bombs actually does help out a lot. I got 3-star faces, a health regen. Loot collected. I need to check. I need to stop loot collecting the recipe to see if there's anything new in terms of recipe. So I can actually open some more recipes so I can get some mastery. I know there's the Geode new recipe thing. This is actually a really cool dungeon, not gonna lie. Pairs of headphones with a disc. It's symbolizing a DJ or something. That's a really cool dungeon, not gonna lie. Is it down here or is it up here? Let me check up here first. Let's go. Oh, it's literally right down there in the middle. There's a glitch that's been happening like ever since this update came out. As the texts are literally backwards. Jesus, someone's buying a stellar gun for 20,000 flux. That's a lot. That's a lot, dude. I'm sure like he got like 7 messages already at this point. So I'm almost reaching towards the end of the stream. Normally I grind for a couple of hours and that's it, like 2 hours and that's it on stream. Because I don't want to, since I'm uploading this to YouTube, I don't want them to get to 3, 4 hours, 5 hours long. That's one thing. The other thing, I really would like to give my throw a rest. Okay. Seriously? No, that's ridiculous. I got 2 stellars and a child level 4 right there. Trust me, 2 new dragons normally doesn't make that big of a difference. I'm happy, don't get me wrong. But Jesus, that's crazy. Like a double stellar combo, no problem like that. What the hell? Like giving my throat a rest normally. The only thing that I didn't like when it came to when I was scared when it comes to the Geode thing, it was the reliquary thing. You have to wait for 2 hours, and the only thing that you could get rid of those 2 hours were to use an accelerate. I thought the accelerate was gonna cost like a lot, but dude. Right now I am sitting at 12 accelerate. I'm sitting at 12 accelerate and most reliquaries require 1. The companion require like 5 or 4, I don't remember. So it's like, okay. They're really cheap. The accelerators are really cheap and they're really easy to make. And you can make them like very early in the Geo thing, in the Crystology. So since that got out of the way, I could literally grind for those things. And I really don't know what the drop rates are for the reliquaries. I started getting a lot of them, then suddenly after a while I stopped getting them. And that's the thing, that's the only... If you want to use like... What is it? If you want to level up your modules, you need meta matters. And the only way you can get meta matters is either crafting them, which they are really overly expensive, or just get reliquary, level them up, and actually open them. And use pretty much an accelerate on them. Which I don't mind the accelerate thing, but the meta matters, that's the only thing that I'm missing. That's the only thing that I really don't like as much. Is that the reliquary seems to be pretty rare to drop. And that's the only way that you can get meta matters. And meta matters are very overly expensive. Like crafting one is like crafting a goddamn mount. It's retarded. And to level up, you need like, at minimum you need 2 of them. You need 2 of them at the very minimum. That's to level up, I believe, from level 0 to level 1. Or level 1 to level 2, I would say. Level 1 to level 2, you need 2 meta matters. It's like crafting 2 mounts. Or just get a reliquary, and reliquary usually drop 3 of them. Especially the adventure reliquary. Another stellar? Jesus Christ. Nice. And that's the thing. Let me say what did I get from that? Well, who cares? It's probably like a shadow. If it is another stellar, then whatever. There's nothing I can do. But leveling up the modules are a really great way to get like a lot, and I mean a lot of mastery, because every module I believe you get 50 mastery points towards the Geode thing and 50 to the normal thing, to the normal mastery. So that's a lot of mastery points for each and every single level, and getting the materials are really easy. For the most part, the only thing that is pretty hard is meta matter. And if you have a lot of those, like GG, you have a lot of mastery right up your alley. We're talking like, I already completed this dungeon, I feel like an idiot. We're talking like possibly 10 to 20 mastery points just from leveling up modules, like normal mastery. 500 mastery, that's like 5 levels. Something like that, which is still really nice. 5 levels of mastery is like 20 or 25 mastery for those who are below 300. Which is amazing. It's a hell of a lot of mastery points, and trust me, you will get a lot. Same with the profession thing. The profession, just leveling out the profession, it's very, very easy, by the way. So easy. It's probably the easiest profession yet. I think it's easier than the ring crafting thing. And oh, Fred boy managed to get it. Ugh. I'm stretching. So the profession thing is so easy, the Christology, because most of the things there is always one item which requires very, very little resource, and the common resource that you get from the tier 1 thing. And I can actually kill that one down below. I'll kill that after I complete this dungeon. Shred Boy is nearby. I think he's a Shadow Hunter, right? Yeah, it's a Shadow Hunter. I'll kill this dude. Yeah, no, it's Stellar, no problem. No biggie. Oh. In the Christology, there's always one resource that doesn't require anything, like barely any resources at all. And you can craft that over and over again, and you get 75 mastery of each. So 75 Geode, 75 normal mastery. And that's a lot of mastery points right there. For something so easy, a lot of mastery points. So yeah, Geode is a really great source of getting like this mastery, and also really great way to get flux. Getting those materials, you can sell those because those materials are very common. And getting those materials, like, it's pretty easy if you're in the higher tiers of caving. Not even the higher tiers, you can only be in the tier 2 and actually get a lot of stuff, and those stuff are required to level up modules. So you can grind them for yourself, or you can grind them to sell them and get a lot of flux from it. So getting a lot of flux from it is actually really easy for the Geode thing. Like I said, I sold those 36, what's it, like 36 acrobat barks, I believe is what they are called. The acrobat barks, I think they're worth like 1.1k each, and I can get like 20 to 30 of them in like 10 to 15 minutes. That's 40k flux in 10 or 15 minutes. 40 something k flux in that ridiculous amount. Another stellar? What the hell is up today? Always look at the map. Where are you at, boy? I don't even care to kill all the 3 bosses in that dungeon. Always do the adventures. Lesser crystal caches are actually one of the best things ever inside the Geode thing. Dude, I actually gave away one of those. My Bart actually gave away like one of those. If I get another one, I will give it away as well. I don't mind giving those styles away. I gave one away, so I might give another one. If I get another one, I'll give it away as well. I don't care. I know I can sell it for a hefty amount of price. Another stellar? What the hell, dude? What is wrong with today? I'm getting stellars left and right like no problem. Like, look at that. What's my magic find? Currently at 5,000, I believe. Yeah, 5,009. So 200 magic find difference. All of a sudden I'm getting like stellars left and right like no problem. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let me collect everything thing. Thing. Look at that. Another rampage? Okay, today's just being weird. I got a Kami fragment as well. Empty. Today's just being weird. Like 3 rampages back to back to back. Let me change up my tones. 3 rampages back to back to back. 2 dragons apparently made the biggest difference in the world in terms of magic find. Even though on Sunday I had like 5,300 magic find, I only got 10 in 2 hours. This game is so random, it's so broken, it's so what the hell is going on with this game? let me go straight west. So the Geo stuff, I must say, it's not as bad as everyone thought. And as I thought it was gonna be like really bad. But yeah, Radiant Drop, you will get them well, more commonly. Heck, I even sometimes get more Stellars than I get Radiants, but you'll start seeing Radiants once you're in roughly 8 to 900 Magic Find. So 8 to 900 Magic Find, you will start seeing maybe some Radiance. And if you're struggling with Magic Find, just get Dragons, get a Magic Find Ring, and get Patron. And also change your hat to have Magic Find on third stat. That's literally the best thing you can do. Like, getting a Magic Find Ring is like 100 or so. 110. I would say most of the ring gives like 110. Or roughly that amount. A Magic Find hat, if you have a Stellar hat with 2 pearls, you will get more Magic Find. Nice. Nice, 1 diamond. Well done. Congratulations on getting the Colossia and the Gunslinger. Now you will see the true power of the Gunslinger. How do you make flux fast? Several ways, dude. Again, you can grind for materials, which is probably the best way I would say to grind flux. Grind for materials everywhere, so materials that are high on demand, such as robotic salvage, cinnabar, primordial flames, glacier shards, those kinds of things. That it's literally required for almost everything, like a lot of costumes, a lot of mounts, and a lot of allies and stuff like that. So those are high demand materials. If you grind those materials, you will get hundreds of thousands of flux. Like no problem. The method that I'm doing right now is the Magic Find method. If you have a lot of Magic Find, just literally loot collect everything and you will get a lot of flux. Like I said, doing this little live stream, I've already gotten, I would say, 150,000 flux, and that's without selling any of my souls. You got killed by Sanders. I play a little bit of the Battle Royale. I died like an idiot like a bunch of times. Never won a game. Only played like 8 games. And that was it. Never won. I got second like 4 times. I need to move like far away because I completed like a lot of dungeons. Let me respawn, let me go to my house real quick. Go back to the beginning spawn and go from there. Yes, the Geode thing. The Geode, like I said before, the Geode thing, they gave out, you can get lots and lots of flux. Especially if you're in the mid-tier in grinding. Like mid-tier, like tier 2, tier 3. materials, those sell out for a lot, especially acrobatic barks and hog wines. Those sell for a lot. Also, you will get hundreds of thousands of flux just doing that. The Magify method that I said millions of times, that's another great method. And yeah, pretty much it's grinding high demand materials or having high magic find. And Shadow Tower is a combination of both. That's why it's like the fastest method of getting flux in the game. That's another stellar, by the way. Today's been really crazy in terms of stellar. Well, just... Well, how can I explain you can get into tier 2? First of all, if you upgraded your gas, that's one thing. You need to upgrade like a gas at least to level 2, I think. Another stellar? What the hell, dude? Just upgrade a little bit of your gas, then just go in a straight line. Go towards, like, how should I explain? How can I explain it? My English is literally not the best, and explaining it it's not helping it. Because there's these things inside the cave. You know the doors that has like an arrow pointing upwards? Those are called layers. Don't go inside those. Just go the opposite way when you see a layer, just go the opposite way. Because it means that you're progressing. Layers are pretty much like bonus stages, like bonus room. That you will get a lot of item on a specific item. Or, well, certain items. But it's technically a dead end. So getting into the higher tiers, just keep going. Like, ignore all the layers and you will eventually find it. You will find a door with LED blocks flashing, and once you find those, that's the entrance to the next tier. I can show you real quick. It doesn't take me that long to get into the higher tiers. I already grinded for more than 2 hours, so I think that's more than enough, right? Grab all this stuff. Let me check if I completed. I was connected to the game server. Oh boy! That's been happening a lot lately. Like, Trove has been crashing like crazy. Let me check my toes. Dead. Out of the game. Screw you. You're not checking any tones. Anyways. Let me check the tones so I don't get kicked again. Let me check. Pretty much completed every single tome, yeah. By the way, new tome, Cinnabar tome. Best tome. Just gonna say that. At the current price of Cinnabar, each and every single feeling of the feeling is every time you level up the tome, every time you get the reward for the tome, you get like 2,000 flux worth, more or less, every time you fill up the tome. If you had the Cinnabar tome. So let me collect literally everything. Yeah, yes, you get 40 Cinnabar. Each and every single time you fill up the tome. It's ridiculous. Saying that Cinnabars are currently at 50 to 70 a piece, so that's 70 a piece, 70 times 40, that's... Let me check. Let me do a quick math real quick. So 70 times 10 is 700. 700 times 4 is 2800, so 2800 flux on average. How do you get the tome? Rune crafting. You craft it right here. If you have maxed out rune crafting, you will get it. Those are the crafting recipes, really cheap. And it's well worth it in my opinion. Especially if you do a lot of dungeon grinding or if you play a lot of Bomber Royale. If you play a lot of Bomber Royale, you will get the tome really quick. So, that's how you get it. Let me open all of the other boxes. No, 26,000 power is not the max. No. I believe the maximum... Which is the maximum anyways? I don't think anyone is on the maximum powering. Let me check. It's roughly 26.2 kpr. So that's roughly the maximum. Those are the highest people in the game, so... But yeah, I'm exactly 26,000 powering. It's really weird. What rank am I with tonight? I'm 3rd. Currently sitting comfortably at the... Okay. That's 90k. If I manage to sell it, that's gonna be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna sell it like 100 flux less. Screw it. How many stellars did I get? I actually used one, so... I got 18 stellars. 17 plus the one that I use. Oh yeah, did you know you can craft stellar souls? Right now. It's actually legit. I can make over 100 something stellar souls. And also, let me check. I think one of my characters... Yeah, they removed the Shaper Star from Stellar upgrades. So you don't need Shaper Star to upgrade your Stellars anymore. That's the other thing that they do. Alright, Diamond. Might just do it later on, but right now I'm not even feeling like wasting 50k each character. Like, no thank you. Let me go to the Geode planet and show you my progress lately. Because yesterday I went crazy. I went crazy in the Geode thing. I went way too hard on it. Even more so than the Vanguardian leveled up. Level up Vanguardian took me like 6 or 7 hours, and yes, for those who are wondering, I'm 3rd knight. I'm like 100 powering off. I don't know if Luxian's here. No, Luxian's not here. That's unfortunate. I want Luxian to be here, boy. That is the token. I think I did. Yes, I did use the token. I believe I got Fire Gem Dust. So let me go to the Geo Sanctuary. Geo Sanctuary. Just to tell you what I've been doing. Like off stream. Like, let's go first. Where should I go first? Companion thing. Well, why not? The companion thing. So I currently have 6 different companions. I leveled up this one once. From the looks of it, I can do that again. Which I might. 2 climbing claw range is actually really good because I use the climbing claw literally every time. I don't have any egg thingamajiggy, so that's unfortunate. The Crystology, I'm actually currently sitting at comfortably at a rank 150. I haven't gotten anything above that, but all I need is to craft literally 50 of these anti-gravity towers, so I need 100 cogwines, which I can get literally in like 5 minutes. Also, I need more builderites, so that's like no, I don't need it actually. So because it's 50 times 40. So it's like 5 times 50. That's 250. Yes, I need more. Because 5 times 40. Well, it's 50 times 40. So I need 10. So I need. So 10 is 400. So I need 2,000. I need 1,000 more of the builderite. So I need 1,000 builderite. And I need 96 cogwine so I can get Crystology. Crystologist. Then I can craft more of these dudes right here. Which this will take a little bit. This would take a little while. I know that, but at least this one is on the needed. Then I can craft this one. Then once I manage to get this one, that's when I'm going to get for going for this custom first. I'm going for this custom first. I'm literally going for this costume. Like Fire Hearthstone is pretty much just grinding tier 5. The reason I'm not doing it right now is because most of the stuff requires tier 4, tier 5. And I'm not gonna waste like a lot of my materials just to get to tier. So I can craft stuff that requires tier 5, so might as well just keep going it. So I'm currently sitting at 150. I can get higher, but I don't even care. Let's go right up here. Reliquary. Do I have any reliquaries? I don't have any reliquaries. Oh well, that's unfortunate. And let's go down here. The text is so glitchy, it's not even funny. So right now I have my Omni tool, my climbing claw, and my gas at level 4. My end charge is at level 3. All I need is some meta matter, so that's the only thing that I'm missing. Rocket boost level 3 and the Pathfinder's level 2. So that's literally everything I've been doing, like off camera, off stream, and off anything. I've completed the story mission. Not only I've completed the story missions, I've actually been doing like everything off stream. I completed story missions. I'm 115 Crystology. And I've been getting some companions here and there. So I'm actually pretty high up there. I can enter into tier 3. I've grinded a little bit in tier 3, but it's not needed. Most of the time I'm just grinding tier 2 so I can get some flux. And then, yeah, that's pretty much everything. The frame rate right here is just carbo, by the way. So I'm going to craft 2 of these. I don't need to craft 2 of these because I need cogwine and acrobatic bark. So let me just share acrobatic, whatever. Acrobat. Jesus! I'm so bad at English. They're worth 2,000 apiece. This is great flux farming method. Everyone needs it, like a lot of them. And they're pretty rare, but at the same time they're not that rare. You can get a lot of flux. Cogwine are a little bit more common, but still 700 a pop. In like 10 minutes, I remember I got over 90 of cogwines, but that was because I got lucky. In like 10 minutes of solid grinding. 700 a piece, 80 of them. So it was like 90 of them in like 10 minutes. That's like 70k. It's like 60 something k in like 10 minutes. If you can do math, and if I could get like that amount of cogwines every single time, I could got like easily not 700, it's like 500k of flux an hour. Just selling cogwines. That's retarded. That's way too much flux. And people will buy cogwines because it's very needed. So Diamond asked before, he's not here, but he asked how you can get into the tier and the higher tiers of caving. Just keep going in a linear straight path. I actually took some fall damage. That's one thing. I should have took more fall damage, even though I didn't touch the floor. Do a dodge before you're hitting the ground, especially if you have rocket boots. So just keep going in a straight pattern. Keep moving. As always help out those critters. If you find them, just help them out. You will get a lot of the lesser crystal caches. Also, that thing, grab them. If you see one on the floor, you will grab them. From the looks of it, I've been pretty lucky in terms of not finding a lair. Just keep moving. Ignore literally everything. If you're in the lower tier, if you want to get into the higher tiers, just ignore everything and go into a straight pattern. People use the other character that has like better dodge. There's no need for you to try a little way too hard for this. It's just for little funs. And I apparently help out little critters, even though I didn't do anything. And there you go, this is tier 2. See that I didn't get into any layers. I didn't find any layers to begin with, but that's how you can get into the tier 2. So I'm going to grind some of those acrobat barks. So you can see right now. It is pretty much one of the best methods of grinding flux at the current time. Obviously, stuff like that will change eventually in the future. So those things that you saw me grab, those are the acrobat parts. They're mostly in ceilings, so as always, throw this to the little critters. You can go away as far as you can. If you threw down the thing, if you threw down the little thing, you will always get the lesser cache, no matter how far away you are. So you have to wait. Hey dude, some little critters. Yeah. Always help out the critters. Hashtag help critters. A lot of people will grind them just because they need them. And I don't blame them, dude. You need a lot of them. But if you're like me, a cheap bastard that doesn't know how to get more flux, or can keep like 20k, or like 500k in like 2 seconds, and but yeah, you will see now a lot of more people like doing the tier 2 stuff. Yesterday it was completely empty most of the time. Always help out the critters. Hashtag help critters. Anyways, that guy is doing the same thing I'm doing currently, so. That's one bark. I missed one apparently. Apparently you move really fast doing this. Oh, I'm tier 3. I never used the rocket boots, but I think I should use them. Oh, the nice squad. Like right there. But yeah, I can tell it's pretty boring to watch, but it's not that boring honestly to do. Like doing this is actually kind of fun. There's some quirk zone right there. But yeah, you can see how much flux you can get doing this. You don't even need to be end game in order to do this. I'm just going to do this one lap and call the stream. Open the box and do the usual thing that I always do in every stream. One, it's almost dead, dude. Rest in pepperoni, he got killed. I think one of them got killed. I cannot enter into tier 4, so I might as well just keep myself into tier 3. This is tier 3. Apparently the rocket boots are really great. Just for moving fast. Always help out the critters. Hashtag help critters. Critters give out like pin. You can get a lot of piñatas from those critters. So, this is one thing that you should keep in mind. These are the layers that I was talking about before. Those, if you want to get into the higher tiers, ignore those in particular. This, I believe this is a quirkstone layer. Yeah, it's actually a lot faster. Just moving like this. It's a lot faster, dude. Shout out to the dude. Shout out to the other knight. I think there's a quirkstone layer. If you're looking for the barks, then don't even bother. But still, if you don't care, always look for those things. I actually need some quirkstone, so this is the only part that I really don't like. The ore farming. The plants are okay, but the ores are the only bad thing, in my opinion. They require way too much time mining certain resources. Again, mine those builder's boxes, which they give a nice hefty bonus in terms of material. Oh, look, not golden, bronze penny and egg. God damn it. So I know where it's at, so pardon me for my noobness, I forgot. You don't have to press A. So don't press A. Use the button. Finder when I'm going like either I go to left or right or something like this, like, oh, I activate the pathfinder. I need to do that a little bit more so I don't get lost and I know where I'm going all the time. It's like, oh, my pathfinder's right there, so I don't need to go there. Like, oh, let's say for example something like this. Oh, let's go and do this little pathfinder and let's go. I guess I should just call it a stream. I already made my point. I don't need to go into the higher tiers, and I don't want to grind a lot more. So let me go back to the hub. I should complete a reliquary. So you see the reliquary that you buy. This is the reliquary that you buy from for 100 crystal, I believe it is. This is why I say don't buy them. If you're looking for meta matters, don't buy them. Heck, don't even buy them in general. They give out nothing. So I got 31 of them. If I go to the marketplace, that was like 10 minutes, by the way. If I sell all of those 31 of them, I get 38k. So That's 38,000 in like 10 minutes, and that was like that was an average one. That right there was an average one. So I got lesser crystal caches, 21 of them, which normally you will get a little bit more if you find a lot more of those little dudes, and you will get crystal piñatas, which you can sell them or you can use them. So why am I going here? I have no idea. I don't need anything from there. I should go into the companion thing. So let's go to the companion thing. And this is why I don't mind using accelerites, and since you saw accelerites are really cheap and really easy to use, so just use 5 of them. And I got the same ally that I already have, so that's unfortunate. Are the stats random? Let me check. Let me check if those stats are randomized. Nope, it's the same. So if you got a duplicate, just look collect it. You'll get 200 crystals. That's nothing, but it's better than nothing. That's almost nothing, but 200 crystals is still 200 crystals. And this is a reliquary for the other one that I did. The glowing, the one that you buy. So, first of all, it's 6 hours. So you need 3 accelerite. And secondly, you get small amounts of materials like this one, day drop. I got 35 day drops. And if I remember correctly, how many day drops do I have? I got over 1,000 of them, so that's like nothing, really. And you can buy the luminous reliquary, so you get, it costs 4,000. This will give you tier 2 and tier 3 resources, which you can actually buy them if you're lucky enough and you have a lot of crystals and you get a lot of piñatas. You can buy this over and over again, and you will get a resource for tier 2 and tier 3. And if you saw right there, tier 2 are really useful. Most of the items, a lot of people buy them, so you can get the acrobat barks and stuff like that. So I will buy one of these, and I know what I'm working towards next time. It's 300 experience as well. You only use them for a chance of getting meta matters, and that's it. By the way, always do this quest. They're really easy. Just need to get 10 things, like 10 plants, and that's it. Grab this one, so those are the critters one, and grab this one, which is the Christology one. They're really easy, all of them. They're really easy, and just do them, whatever, just do them. There's nothing else I can say, just do them. I'm going back to my club so I can open all those boxes, hopefully getting some augment items. Yeah, let's see what I get. I love the new loading screen, by the way. They're really great. Really great. It brings more life to the game, in my opinion. So anyways, let's get started with the most important one. Lustrious gem box. What did I get? Precise focus. Okay. Superior focus. Oh my god, that's great. And contagious. That is great. This is actually really good. Contain Chaos Spark, that's a reroller. Superior Focus, that's the best one. And a Builder Focus, that is really good. So I'm happy for that one. I'm really happy. I really am. Okay, so let's open 336 Shadow Gem boxes for Uber 9. And to see what I get. What I'm looking is 2 stars perfect air gems that are physical damage. So let's see if I can get. Sorry about that. It was coming without even knocking. It's like entering the room like, oh, okay. I will unleash the 7 layers of hell on you. Well, still haven't gotten anything. The only thing I've gotten is 2-star, 2-stat fire gem. It's really bad. Really, really bad. I was actually looking for a reroller because I wanted to use that on the Candy Barbarian. Because the gem that the Candy Barbarian has only needs only one reroller. Possibly. Another class in the empowered gem that is like air gem. So the air empowered gem. Oh, finally. It's not perfect, but it's dead. That's disappointing. 300 bucks and I virtually got nothing. Let me check. Let me just level it up. If it rolls, well, technically if it rolls like max health or crit hit. If it rolls max health and crit hit, ooh, physical 2, that was high power rank, by the way. 2662 is pretty high power rank. That's 80 to 85%. That got crit hit. It's pretty low power rank from the looks of it. Unless it rolls. Unless it gets like a 180 to 190. Roll. 130. It's 2-1, so I can re-roll it. That's like whatever. I'll keep it for now, so let's go to the Candy Barbarian. Where are you at, boy? Gem Force. So you reroller. Of course, you go magic damage. I hate my life. Store. Of course, it goes to magic damage. I'm so upset, dude. I'm so upset. That's so upsetting. Still maintains at 8.5 mil HP, and I'm 2 power rank up in 19k. Dude, seriously, goes to magic damage. That's so upsetting. Oh well, what can I do? That is this game. Oh yeah, I got the helmet for the pin. I got pretty much every single style. I got the mount. Well, not that mount. This mount. And I only need like the aura that you can get, which you can get an aura, believe it or not. And unless they removed it, which I don't know. Yeah, solid 4% right there. And get another one. Another one bites the dust. Dun, dun, dun. Another one bites the dust. Another one done, another one done, another one bites the dust. Oh, hey, another one. 25,555. Look at the power rank. 25,555. My current damage is 269,650 magic damage, 1,707 critical damage, and 101%. So that's a lot. That's more than my knight, by the way. My knight is 269,532, but the critical damage is 70% higher. So that's why the coefficient on the knight is a lot higher than the gunslinger. 70% is like, I would say like 8 to 9,000 physical damage or magic damage difference. So if the knight had the same roll as the gunslinger, the knight would be at almost 280, or probably even 280k physical if it had the same as the gunslinger. Anyways, let me change to my knight. Today has been an eventful day. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'm going to cut off the stream. I forgot to say that before. I'm going to cut off the stream like always. It's almost a 3-hour long live stream. I did some explanation, did some storytelling. You got to see me get to 26,000 power, and you got to see me go to tier 3 caving, so you know how to get to tier 3, to the higher tiers of caving. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'm hoping to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna be adventure day. I might just grind caving all together, because that's the thing. I've been grinding a lot of cave like lately. Ever since like I started doing the cave off stream, I really do enjoy it. I really did enjoy it. So I will do it like off stream right now. I'm just gonna stay dead silent and do the live stream like always. So maybe join up in a party with a couple of friends and talk and have some fun out there. Anyways. Thank you all for watching. I'm hoping to see you next time, probably tomorrow. As always, if you are a mixer and watching this on a replay, or if you just randomly show up in the chat since no one's here, if you just randomly show up in the chat, I'm calling up the stream. And if you're a mixer, follow me on YouTube at youtube.com/d9094. You will see it. And just type John Nadio 94 and you might see me you might see my channel. Anyways, just follow, subscribe if you want. I'm posting like all of the live stream right there, and I'm trying to upload that first PC Let's Play on Trove. So that's gonna be a hell of a lot of fun. But the rendering is, I've been getting a lot of errors when it comes to rendering. The last at least 5 minutes of the video, it doesn't show up. It's just audio. It's a black screen, but audio. Let's see if I can find a new format. Maybe if I can get Sony Vegas back once again. I need to check if I can get Sony Vegas again. So anyways, thank you for watching. If you're in the YouTube side, check me out on Mixer. I stream almost every single day, at least 2 or 3 hours a day on Trove on the Xbox One. And also, if you are on the Xbox and you play on Xbox, you can also friend me there and you will get notified when I'm streaming. So it will say in the notification down below, oh, Geode is streaming or broadcasting Trove on Mixer and something along those lines. So friend me on Xbox if you want. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. Once again, thank you all for watching. And as always, take care, friends, and keep on hunting.